Hi guys, it's your girl Marissa Bklyn and I'm back at it again. As I said I would. Right? Y'all know the vibes. I ain't going nowhere. So, as I said, it's a little series going on. So now that we've gotten through with acknowledgement and motivation, I want to just jump right in. The title of this episode is Everything is a Tipping Scale. So let's just get right in. Okay, so if you find yourself during this time feeling like halted or feeling like, there it was, or feeling like held back and you just couldn't wait for this epidemic to be over, or even before the epidemic, like if you ever find yourself in life, you know what I mean, or after this epidemic, because I'm sure that you guys, our team, our family is going to grow. And, if you're new, I just want to say welcome. If you're back, welcome back. Y'all know the vibes. If you're new, you're going to know the vibes. I love you guys already. We're all family. So, let me keep on going. If you ever feel like halted in life, or like you just can't move forward and you're just looking for the next thing to do, a good example is this pandemic. So I'm going to just keep going forward with this. Being new, you probably already know about the pandemic and have gotten through it anyway. So you'll definitely be hip. Y'all know I got to hit the wall at least one time. So basically what I'm saying is, have you asked yourself, if you're actually, alright, so for the pandemic, right? If you do feel like halted, are you asking yourself, like, if you feel unmotivated or overly motivated to do things because you're not living in your purpose, your true purpose, versus waiting for society to tell you what exactly it is that you're supposed to be doing next, that society will deem successful. Which, even if you do this one thing successfully, you're still not genuinely gonna feel whole. Some people work their whole lives and follow society's norms and still don't feel complete. That's because they're not living in their purpose. We have purposes, we have skills, and we're not bounded to one. It's so many things that we're supposed to be doing, that we're supposed to be achieving. So, like I said, have you asked yourself those two questions? Have you identified which two and how you're feeling? Because they go hand in hand, honestly. Times can come in all sorts of ways. A huge example is this pandemic. Other examples are near-death experiences. Near as in you almost passing, or somebody that you know that's close to you. You ever, you know what I mean? Like sometimes a loved one could almost pass away and you just be like, wow, like that's crazy. That really does prove life is short. Or, a loved one actually passing, you just be like, wow, life is short. And you just like, dang, I really got to change my life. I really got to do something about this, It's not that life is short. Life could be as great as you make it, but it's up to you to make it as great, so that when it is time for you to give up this physical, you could, go fully into the spiritual realm, like, yeah. And not like, like grumpy. You don't want to be grumpy here and grumpy there. Like, come on. You gonna be grumpy in this room until you leave? That's whack. That's mad whack. All negative entities are forbidden. So, they already know the vibes. Ain't no negative energy over here. But yeah. Being pushed into a cycle that you didn't really feel ready for. And being acknowledged for an action. So, like, may it be positive or negative by whomever decides, including you. So, like, you could be like, you could not be living in your purpose. You're like truly living in your purpose up to everything that you desire to live in, right? But you could be following certain instincts that you have and decide, I'm gonna just help these. Every time I see an old lady, I'm helping her across the street, period, right? and then you just one day get acknowledged by somebody and they actually be like, yo, you the type of person I've been looking for. Like, I could see you an honest person and you want the best. And, you know, even though you wasn't fully living up to your true potential, now life is about to push you somewhere so that you actually can. Or, you know, like I said, may it be positive or negative, you just like, look, I'ma just go, you know, take so-and-so from so-and-so. And then you wind up actually having to go to jail for a little while. Or you have to go into some type of program, because, you know, it don't always have to extend to the highest level, whatever, of experience. But like I'm saying, you know, you go to the program, you be like, dang, son, it's not even that bad. Or you go into jail and then be like, yo, I'm about to change my whole life. I'm about to just pick up a religion so that I could be on a path, you know, because that's what religions is. Religions are just you deciding which path is best for your highest self. All religions essentially are supposed to have the same output on one's character, to be your best self in this universe and to co-create with the universe, to identify. You know, some religions go a little deeper into it. you know, some religions don't. It's up to you. Okay, so doing all of this, self-fulfillment comes from, doing all of this leads to self-fulfillment. Self-fulfillment leads from within. It comes from within. You can't get fulfilled from anything out here if it didn't come from you. Sorry. And even if it do make you feel good, it's not self-fulfillment. Self is there for a reason. So that's what we highlighting. Right? You are here in human form for a reason. I just keep saying reasons, right? What is your purpose? How do you better this world with your crafts? Are you good at painting? Are you good at building? Are you good at breaking? Yo, some people just from young be breaking stuff. You know what that means? You're good at dismantling things. You know what that means? We need you. Why? Because as much as we build things up, we need to break them down so we can build them up. Break them down so we can build them up. Right? Everybody is needed for something. Do you talk a lot? Look, my whole childhood, I used to be in trouble all the time because the teachers was like, yo, she just talking. She just talking. Talk. I need it because look at me now. Look at me. I mean, look, some of y'all gonna see me on different levels. It depends on when you look at me. But you're gonna see me and it's gonna get real. And this voice is gonna be heard in the best of graces. You feel me? What is your craft? What do you do? Do you make people feel good when they come around you? Are you just good vibes? Because if so, that's a craft. You know what that means? You can have like some type of hospitality job where maybe you working with children. Maybe you working with food. Maybe you are a talker too. You know what I mean? Even if you're not a talker, in some way, people want to be around you. Maybe you sell clothes. You know what I mean? But it's your craft. It's things that you're good at yourself. You know, it might be similar to somebody else, but they ain't you, shorty. They're not you. That's why it's your craft. That's why you make a purpose. That's why, you make a purpose. You make a difference. If it is people, if it's, making people laugh, drawing, writing, what's your skills? Some examples are cooking, building, thinking. That's where you start, right? I want to say start because, like I said, throughout life you never continue. You don't want to do the same thing. That's not normal. It's not. I don't care if that's a norm. That's not normal. It's not for us. Not for us beings, because we transform. We do what's the best for our higher selves and the time being, and then we elevate. And part of elevation is doing new things, and gaining new skills, letting go of opportunities that just don't serve our higher selves no more. Like, I used to do that for free, but now I don't, because I would be like you know, and don't get me wrong, because I don't want this to be a material type of idea, but I want to say for free is because you were starting off, that was your skill. You elevate, now it's not for free no more because you elevated. Like, you're better at this, like you're skilled. You're a skilled person now, like, right? And then now, boom, you're doing something else for free, because it's levels to this. It's cycles. Now you're learning this craft, and in a little while, it's not gonna be free no more. But it's okay, because in some time you're gonna be giving something back, so that you could get something back. For example, I want to say Meek Mill, when he gave his car away, because I think he got something back real quick. But even if he didn't, it's still a good example, because he worked so hard to get that car, and then he gave it up. Whatever he get in return, even if he didn't get something now, it's gonna be well worth it, even if it's 2 of those cars. But it's levels to this. It's really levels to this. I mean, that's like the material, like, aspects of living and your purpose and stuff like that. But yeah, like I'm saying, like your crafts, like, you know, sometimes you gotta start off small. You gotta get your experience, and you can't just have somebody giving you more than what you qualify for, because you don't, for anything that we do that's our skills, wherever we identify it at, we have potential to be 10 times better, 100 times better. And that's our purpose, to identify, so that we could live in our graces, our best of graces, and move forward with the skills that we have, so that we could pick up other skills and identify other skills that might connect or not, you know. Like I said, it's levels to this. Right? So, for example, this pandemic is giving you time to figure you out. This time is not to make you sit still, so that when it's over, you could come out doing more, so that when it's over, you can come out doing more of what you desire, what should be your crafts and skills, versus looking for another available opportunity society deems important. Because don't get me wrong, some of this stuff is important, but if we lived in our true purpose and throughout our skills, the opportunities wouldn't be so important, because everybody's good for something. We don't all do the same things. And then, like I just said, it's a cycle. Once people is done with these, then the next people is going to be on to that, because they doing that because people is trading skills and learning and giving from each other. Like, everything is not about money or acknowledgement. You get your acknowledgement from actually being and doing. And we all deserve acknowledgement for being and doing, because we all be and do. Right? Which can be identified as an opportunity that is not specialized to identify you beyond a name tag. Like, you should be looking to give more than like something that somebody is giving you a name tag. If they not looking at you and applauding you and appreciating you for more than making them a burger or ringing up this, no, because that's even beyond the name tag. They not, like, come on, it's too many jobs where we overlooking each other. I'm not okay with this, and you shouldn't be either. I don't want our future generations to be living in this type of environment. Like, that's not okay. Like, we're people, we're somebodies, we're all somebodies, especially beings as humans. We're all somebodies, and we should not just be so abundantly populated and not be able to identify who's who. So many people pass away, we don't know who they are, we don't know who we're living amongst, except for the people who highly stand out. We can all highly stand out. I mean, it's still gonna be people that we wind up overlooking, but dang, son, it could be less. We could just, tip the scale a little, please. It'll be the best for all of us. So don't be hard on yourself. It only takes you further away from yourself, your soul tribe, and your fans. So what I mean by your soul tribe is, like when you're born, it's already people with titles, like literally, like you already have a mom, a dad, a cousin, a best friend, ex, this, that, and the third. It's just a matter of the paths that you take, the paths that your parents send you on, the paths that you take when it is like your opportunities, the people who pass y'all merge and they decide to do something different or not. That's how life works, right? So when you actually living in your purpose, then the people that migrate to you is part of your soul tribe. Sometimes some people from your, growing up and stuff like that could be a part of it. But other times it's literally like you might be sleeping on a whole thing you good at, and because you're not putting it out there, you're not attracting these people who's in this world looking and waiting for this inspiration, waiting for this person that they could appreciate and be around. So you over here like, nah, I'm not gonna be accepted. Yeah, you may not be accepted by the people you sitting here soaking around, but it's people out here waiting to accept you and acknowledge you and give you the world that you deserve. But you gotta take that step. Excuse me. You gotta take that step. Right where you start, you appreciate yourself in the same way you intend or should intend for others to appreciate you and your crafts and skills. Why do you think I started this off with acknowledgement and motivation? So you can know exactly where you are, so you can identify, be real with yourself, so the world could be real with you, legitly real with you, and then we can just move forward from there. And you can just be like, okay, like these are my crafts, or now I stay a little bit, and then let us know what your crafts is. But you gonna get your crafts. You gotta realize, even when you start by doing things you are good at, you will never stop doing anything and be 100% fulfilled for any amount of time. That's simply not our purpose. Meaning, even after you gain material success, your soul still craves you to live in your purpose and give back in some manner. 10 times out of 10, it will be a newly developed skill or a skill that you've developed in the past. You gotta see you can do anything you put your mind to, but you gotta understand you shouldn't do everything that's in reach. Right? The key words from that last statement I just said was, you see you can do anything, but you understand you shouldn't do everything. It's your girl Marissa Bklyn. I'ma always be back. I'ma always motivate. I'ma always be here. And I love it. I love it here. I love it, love it, love it. And I love you. And I see you in the next episode, because I told y'all it's a series, man. It's a series. Much love, guys.